Can they hear us?
They can hear us. Ian. That was my robot voice. All right. Just a little bit of a delay, though.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, there we are.
Hey, Ian, we're live. We should have talked the whole time. The delay affects
Yeah.
the whole thing, and we just sat there for 30 seconds.
Yeah, it sure does, but you didn't. I wasn't sure if we were live yet.
Oh, wait. I hear. Oh,
Super professional.
oh, wait. I think there's a double because I'm watching our live stream. I got to cancel that. It'll be a whole thing going on.
So hang with us.
We're still working out the kinks.
Sorts it. But you know, we're gonna wait a few minutes anyway. Let a few more people trickle in. Don't want anybody to miss the beginning if they really want to get in on this action. Won't take too long though.
Can you hear us?
What do you
Can
want to chat about?
Are we
Ooh, Clayton's here.
volume good-ish? Oh, JD Buffington showing up. Look who showed his face around these parts.
Ugh. So what do you want to talk about while we wait to get started here, Chris?
I have nothing to talk to you about. No.
Maybe we could talk a little bit of
Okay.
channel.
Okay, what do you want to talk about?
So we got Monday. We'll be dropping the next episode of our Creep Show Hour series. That'll be with one J.D. Buffington.
Yep.
I'll back out between now and then. What was the next regular podcast on again? That'll be next Friday though.
The next podcast is on Arena.
Nice.
Yes, here you find you are making dumb sounds with your mouths. That is perfect. Thank you, JD, for that.
And then we, for video show with you and I, I'm doing, excuse me, we're going to be doing Endzeit, German, German zombie movie.
I am ready to talk about that movie. I'll tell you that right now.
Me too, but save it for the podcast, Chris.
Okay.
And then we're also going to be doing Killer Sofa. Can't wait to do that one.
Oh, shit. I didn't watch that yet.
I haven't watched it yet either, but I'm looking forward to it.
Okay.
Now, that being said, we have not been able to figure out a day to actually sit down and record.
Mm-mm.
I mean, viewers, check those out in 4 months when we finally get together again.
Zomcoms suck, except for Shaun of the Dead. How dare you, sir? There's a movie called Dead Shack that I love.
Shack, baby, Dead Shack.
That was a good movie.
I was just tweeting about it like an hour ago.
Yeah. How's everybody doing out there tonight? Thank you for joining us for our new movie. We're pretty excited to show it off.
Yeah. So excited, only half of us showed up.
Well, we kind of rushed it.
Yeah.
Just to get it out there.
You did most of the writing and the directing. I was acting in it, of course, but we also had Aaron acting and producing, and we had AJ on camera, and
yeah.
Yeah.
And my daughter was assistant director.
Yes, that was quite fun. We had one scene she wanted to sit in right before bedtime, stop in and see a scene Daddy was filming, and she had.
Mm-hmm. And you keep breaking up.
Do I?
Yeah.
See, I think you keep breaking up.
Is this Discord or what? Maybe we should switch to Skype. We can switch to Skype if you want. I don't know if it'll be any better.
In the middle of the stream?
Yeah. Oh, Todd! Look at Todd.
Stream.
Todd shows up in the chat, but he doesn't respond about being actually on the stream. Such a Todd move.
Just todding all over the place up in here.
And that is a euphemism, I think.
It is.
We are going to get started here pretty soon. Just going to wait a little bit longer. We are at 13 viewers. At any moment, I think we'll probably reach about 12,000, so we just got to give it a few more minutes to get there. Those numbers keep at this rate, keep climbing up. Yeah. What's up, girlfriend?
Oh boy, we got Josh on here now too. Got Josh on top.
All right, I will.
I see Mike is digging the Creep Show pod.
Let me introduce Assistant Director Lily Rupert.
There we go.
Here, you want to talk to Ian?
From Lily Films.
You have to come.
Hi.
You have to come over here.
Hi.
There you go.
Hi.
Hi, Lily.
Hi.
You're gonna tell me how to live stream?
What did you do in the movie?
I helped.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter Lorelai, who was in Memory Leak, was quite excited to see you in the.
I don't know what he said. I don't have headphones on, babe. Just say yes. Or
Yes.
no, just say no to Ian.
Hey, Lily.
Hi.
You excited to direct the next movie too?
Yeah.
You tell us, what should the next movie be about?
I don't know what he's saying, babe. I can't hear him.
What is the next movie about?
Oh, I don't know what the next movie's about yet. We're still working on it.
Chris thinks. I want to know what you think, Lily. What do you think the next movie should be about? We'll make what you want to make.
I don't know.
Should it be about zombies or werewolves or vampires or unicorns? What are we talking about here?
Cats, I'm guessing.
Here,
Cats.
cats, of course, of course.
Okay, why don't you go see your mom? She's in the other room, okay? Why don't you go see your mom now? Okay, and get some sleep. Love you. You shut Are you going that way? I'm gonna shut this door, okay? You shut that door, please. Oh, cutting in and out. See, Ian's cutting in and out. I told you. I don't know why. Is there a secret Discord setting? Discord and out. This is how you. Is Discord aware of voice cutting out randomly? Do you guys want me to pull up this Reddit post for you guys? We can go through this on the stream. Click on the user settings cog in the bottom left area, then go to the voice tab, unselect automatic determine input sensitivity. There you go, Ian. Go to your user settings, go into your voice tab, and unselect automatic determine input sensitivity.
I'm not seeing that setting. I've got
That was 3 years ago at this
echo
point.
cancellation. I've got automatic gain.
Maybe turn that off. It
It's the same thing.
says try changing the server.
I'm gonna turn off the noise suppression. Maybe it's trying to.
You're suppressing so much noise. That's probably what it is.
It's what it.
It's got to be that.
Suppress some noises. That's not good. Lower the volume of by this percent when someone is speaking. I don't want that. Okay. Yeah, I've done everything I can here.
Okay.
Am I still sounding terrible?
You sound okay right now.
Okay. Well, I say then fuck it.
Oh, you just did it
Get
again.
started or?
I don't know. And I'm on Discord, so Steven. Yeah, you guys ready? You wanna get started? We'll check out this movie and then we'll be back on and we'll talk. Does that sound like a plan? Okay. Give me 1 second. And I have to figure out how to do all this. So
Is this your first time, Chris?
here we go. Ian and I are going silent. The movie will come on. Hopefully you'll be able to hear everything okay. Let me figure out all that out. Yeah, this is like fucking streaming is difficult. All right. 1 second, guys.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, text me the address. I'll be there. Man, I'm getting too old for this. Shit. Must have been a hell of a party.
Butthole?
Wish someone was here to give me a hand. I drink, therefore I am. Oh! I miss you, big fella. Oh! Oh. Well, shit. I'm sorry, man. I thought you were dead. Oh, hey, boss.
What is going on? Are you almost done?
Not quite.
Is he still alive?
There's a bit of a problem over here. It's.
I've told you before. I do not want any of your Book of Mormons. I shall get my assistant Renfield to come over and finish the job. Renfield!
Mother. Fuck.
What are you still doing? Hang on, I don't know how to hang up on these things. It's a new technology. Is this? Am I? Did I? What? Is this? What is not? Not. Oh, oh, there it is.
What the hell's going on?
You tell me, Big Shoots. I'm just the help here.
Where is everybody? How? Oh. Oh my god. Is that a face? Is that Frank's face? Frank?
Yeah, I know the face. Jesus wept.
Oh, this is so. Oh. So, the last thing I remember, we were at the Latitude.
Some kind of yuppie bar for stockbrokers, right?
Yeah, I guess. It was me and my blood-sucking lawyer there.
Sue, you gotta sue.
You know, we're drinking it up, doing a little business, doing a little dancing. We ran into this girl. What was her name? Tatiana?
Tatiana.
You know Tatiana?
Oh, I know Tatiana.
Tatiana.
Sorry.
She invited us back to her place for some sort of Private party?
Does that?
Design Renfield!
He works for the boss.
Dr. Acula asked me to come and pay you delicious morsels of immortals on visits! Is he always like this?
Yeah, he does community theater or something.
Makes sense. Well, the evening has come to an end! I must finish what was started here this evening.
If thou be merciful, open up thy tomb and lay me with Juliet.
Well, that was unexpected.
Yeah, so he actually is a vampire?
Holy motherfucking ass shits.
What about werewolves?
Yeah, werewolves are real.
Mermaids?
Sort of. Maids is a little dated. They go by mer people now.
Makes sense. How about those little things? You know.
Holy
the ones-
shit. Do you think little people are monsters?
No, not them. The ones with the pot of gold. Leprechauns.
Oh. Next thing you're gonna tell me magic is real. Don't be ridiculous.
Is it?
Oh, shit.
Well, is everything taken care of?
Not exactly.
What?
Renfield couldn't exactly keep it together. Yeah, Renfield and I, we were...
Whatever. Renfield was an idiot anyways. I assume the other matter was taken care of.
Well,
What the hell is that thing? Is that a troll?
Troll? Why is he still alive?
when Renfield got here...
Shut up, you idiot. Take care of the mess, or do not bother coming into work tomorrow. Hey, why are you eating my sesame cake?
Shit.
Wait, are Eskimos real?
Steve, I got some bad news for you.
What?
You're bitten by a vampire, so you're gonna be one.
A vampire? I own a tanning salon. I drive a convertible. I just put a sun porch on my house. What do I tell my croquet team?
Okay. Really?
I can't be a vampire. I'm supposed to die of heart disease or Wilford Brimley disease or I go down in a blaze of glory. I mean, I don't know. I can't be a vampire. You gotta do it.
Do what?
Please, just put me out of my misery.
Sure this is what you want?
Yeah, that's what I want. So, is this gonna hurt?
No.
Oh, good. Okay. I'm ready.
Okay.
Wait. I'm not gonna find my body like tied up somewhere weird or anything like that, right?
No, you're gonna go up in ash.
Oh,
I'll clean it up.
Oh, good. That's right. Okay.
You ready now?
Yeah, let's get this over with. Wait! I forgot. It's really important.
What?
I got this coupon for Chili's.
Coupon?
Oh shit, I must have missed the heart. You said this is gonna work!
This should work. This will finish you off for sure.
What is, it tastes like Coors Light! What is that?
It's holy water. Are you feeling ashy yet?
Oh god,
Oh, shit.
it's so moist!
I may have been wrong about the vampire thing.
What?
Did you actually check for a bite? Steve and his goddamn hand.
What do you want? You know that Saturday night is my party night.
All cleaned up here, boss.
There are no loose ends?
All taken care of.
Very good. Then I will see you tomorrow at the Chili's for the happy hour.
I just got a coupon for there.
I believe it's pronounced coupon. Goodbye. Oh, that is the finest of the baby blood, the finest.
Man, this job fucking sucks.
Who's this asshole?
Fuck.
All right, Ian.
Just let me know when we are.
We are live, Ian.
Alrighty then.
Oh, look, you can see the toolbar down there now. Because I adjusted you to Skype. And now, look, you can see down there. Oh, well, it's fine. All right, we are back. And Ian is going off screen for some reason. Headphones are barely dangling on his
I'm
face.
just
Okay, he's back.
had-
He's back.
I had to comfort the dog. He was starting to have a bad dream.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess my first question is, after watching this and especially seeing Clayton's question about the pronunciation of coupon, I'm wondering if this is like a universal thing where people say this word. Like where I grew up, it was coupon,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
but like when I moved out to Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, from the Philadelphia suburbs, I've definitely heard people say coupon, and I've had that argument before. So it's funny to me that you
Oh.
wrote that into the script.
No, I didn't write that
So-
into the script. That was Aaron.
Oh, you didn't?
Aaron
Oh,
improv
did that happen
that
naturally
line.
in the room? I forget.
And I think he was
Okay.
being just stupid because I've never heard anyone say coupon before.
I've definitely heard it, and I've had this argument.
Really?
So I'm wondering, like, I know we got a lot of people from around the country. We got people coming in from New Jersey. We got people in California. We got people in Arkansas. I'm just wondering if you guys could chime in down there in the comments. Is this a thing? Does that make sense? Does that track, or
Yeah, let us know.
is that like a Pennsylvania Dutch kind of bullshit thing. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never heard that before. All right, so let's read some of these comments we got here. Really funny. Thank you, Clayton. Mike W says, awesome work, guys. Stephen Otten giving us the double thumbs up, while Stacy giving us the triple thumbs up, Ian.
Oh, Stacy is a goddamn liar.
Why?
She told me she wasn't going to be on the stream tonight.
What
What the
a
heck?
liar.
She's out of town. She's at a retreat. She doesn't have time for this bullshit.
Apparently she does. Lindsay said, JD says, very nice. I laughed at least once. That's what we were going for. Ha, very funny. The community theater line was great. Laugh out loud. Thank you, Lindsay. What a good dog dad. What a good dog dad. What is that talk? Oh, that's about you comforting your dog. Okay. New one for me. Yeah,
Yep.
I've never heard that. So, let's talk about Work Sucks a little
Cute.
bit. I wish the other guys were here.
Pun? Oh, gotcha.
Because this was Aaron's first movie that he was in for us as an actor. So I would have
Be
liked
nice
to,
if he could be here to answer for his performance.
yeah, I would have liked to have heard from him. But this is we did this for the Vid Jam of Harrisburg, which is the state capital of Pennsylvania. You might not know that, but now you know. This is you're getting learning on this live stream.
Nearly considered to be the. Well, here's a little bit more learning. It was very nearly the country's capital. before
Wow,
They decided to have it a little closer to the south.
could have been Governor Tom Wolf. Could have been president, is what you're saying.
Yep.
Okay, that makes sense. So we did
The
this
town of Columbia, where I lived for a few years, was also considered for both
Really?
the state and the national capital, but in both cases was moved to be more centrally located.
Okay. All right. I was just
Tuning
kidding.
in for
All
the
right.
history
Oh,
hole,
Jesus
baby.
Christ.
It's the history hole. We're doing it. What other
Anyways,
movies came out the year our country was born, Chris? Come on, let's get into it.
all right. So we did this for the Harrisburg Vid Jam of Horror, which we did last year when we did I Was Embers, Now I Am Fire. And this year we decided to go a different route and just make something silly and funny. What are you laughing about?
Stacy's comment. Apparently, craft time was over before 9, so
Oh,
she had time to tune into the live stream.
craft time. Craft time's ending early tonight.
Yeah.
So the way the Vid Jam works is on a Wednesday night we get a prop, and then we have to have the finished movie delivered by the following Sunday night. So in reality, we had one weekend to shoot.
2 Sundays.
Yes, I'm sorry. So 12 days, right? 12 days? Yeah. But, you know,
Yeah.
we basically had
Yep.
one weekend to shoot and then a few days to edit. And I was going away
Because,
to the beach, so we had like half a
Yeah.
week after that. Yeah.
jobs and
Mm-hmm.
families, we can't, take 12 full days to film a thing.
No. So the prop we got was the coveralls, which is what Ian's wearing the whole time.
Yep.
I think I'm not quite sure exactly the process.
Which was interesting, because we had chatted a bunch in a...
Yeah.
What's that?
We chatted a bunch about like a preview, like a different story we had in mind, but that was before we got the prop.
Several.
Did we have? Oh yeah, you had
Yeah,
you had a
we
few
had a bunch
too.
of different ideas. We had
But-
a good 4, 5, 6 ideas that we'd at least, if not written, then at least chatted about, where we're
Yeah,
like, okay, we just need an item that we can plug in here. We just need to see what it is, and then we got this prop, and like, well, that works for precisely 0 of our stories. So, but I liked that because it was more in the spirit of what the contest was
I agree.
for. The idea was you're not supposed to write anything in advance, so it forced us to follow the rules a little bit better.
Yeah, and I think the prop we got was pretty good because the idea came to us almost immediately. We just got on Skype or on Slack or something and passed around a few ideas, and then the next morning I kind of just banged out the script, and
Yeah.
that night we were shooting. And for those
Yeah.
patrons out there, I posted the script if you want to take a look at it, and maybe I'll just post it on Twitter or something, and you can see how the script compares to the final product, because I think that's kind of interesting to see.
Yeah, it stayed relatively intact.
We are not Amish. How dare you, Stephen Otten? Although I do have a
For
beard.
a for a movie
we do have
that
beards.
for a movie that we filmed like the day after
Mm-hmm.
writing, it's surprising at how much that script stayed intact and how much it looks like the film. You'd think you throw something together half-assed, you start filming, and you just start making things up as you go. It's kind of more, especially with a comedy, it's more
Yeah.
how I'd expect it to go. But I mean, we changed some of the jokes, but we didn't change we just kind of changed how we did them more than we changed what the joke was.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, there's like all of AJ's.
Like there was a midget joke in there to start with, and we adjusted the angle of the joke a little bit, but we still basically kept, a midget joke in there.
Yeah, we don't have to have the little person talk right now, because that was a point of contention for us, wasn't it?
Yeah. No, we don't. Just as an example, like that's one area where if you're paying real close attention, you'll see the script's a little bit different.
Yeah.
But we still did the joke. We just found a different way to do that joke.
I have a child.
I wasn't trying to rehash the fight. 2 even.
Here comes assistant director number 2.
I really need water.
No, she was not credited.
I'm sure.
I'll get you a water then, okay?
What time?
In a little bit. In a little bit.
I can't just drink.
She'll make a great line producer.
Okay. Good night.
She'll make a great line producer. She's not taking your bullshit, ignoring her.
No, she never does.
She's up. What time? I need a time.
Yeah, so like all of AJ's lines he did are pretty much like straight from the script. They didn't change at all. But obviously you were in it like 100% of the time, so you improv some stuff and Aaron improv some stuff that I think improved the original script.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out.
So we got an important question we got to answer here, Chris.
Okay.
Who are you people?
I don't fucking know, man.
Stephen Otten has already suffered an answer calling us goddamn Amish. But
I've been my grandma-in-law, is that what you call them? I don't know what you call them. Grandma-in-law, I guess, thought I was Amish, or maybe she thought I was Mennonite. One of those. 'Cause she knew I was from Lancaster, where all the Amish people are.
I can see why people not from our area would think that, but I don't know. Having been in Pennsylvania my whole life, you don't look even a little bit Mennonite or Amish to me.
Now, if you've seen Amish people,
you just look like J.D. Buffington to me.
Now I look like J.D. Buffington.
Which anybody following this, you're gonna want to follow J.D. Buffington on Twitter. Chris created a quite horrifying portmanteau image of the two, since they look so much alike. It kind of made me disgusted and scared, but it
Why do you say we look so much
made me
alike?
a little bit horny.
We
I'm
don't-
being honest.
We don't look that much alike. No offense,
It was
JD.
basically just the hairstyle. It was basically just that he cut his hair in a way that looked like your haircut. I guess you cut yours off though, didn't you?
I still have it, just not as long.
But follow JD. You might be seeing him on our channel somewhat soon.
So,
Fashion or another.
So just give us your general thoughts about Work Sucks. What worked, what didn't. Just looking for some feedback, guys. Because
also, it would be hilarious to me. Get down in those comments and give us some alternate titles for it.
Oh, yeah. I guess we should talk about the VidJam. We did go to it, and if you're a Patreon member, you can hear our drunken ramblings about it post show. We did not win any awards last year.
Our heavily edited comments on it.
Yes, but that almost made me quit. Yeah, we didn't win any awards last year. We won Best Directing for I Was Embers, but this year we didn't, and we kind of didn't expect anything, that being a comedy. I think we just were hoping that we got consistent laughs from the audience, and I think we did for the most part. So it's pretty, in our eyes.
Two notes on that.
I think it's successful. Go ahead. What are your notes?
Yeah. 2 notes on that. One is the quality of the submissions was a lot higher than when we did this last year.
They were good. They were real good.
So I was pleased with the audience reaction, and beyond that, that was way more important to me than any kind of an award.
Mm-hmm.
And 2, I think you're way too concerned about the fact that we didn't win any awards.
I'm not concerned about it. I'm just pointing it out. How dare you, sir?
You seemed it the day after on social media.
How? No, I was drunk. I got home and I posted those. I was posting that in the car, and I was drunk, so I deleted them. That's
Gotcha.
why. I think I just said we suck or
That's
something.
probably for the best.
I think that's what I said. Yeah.
Had the guy who runs the VidJam consoling you on the fact that you didn't win any award?
Was he?
Awards.
That's hilarious. That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
You shouldn't let me have my phone. You gotta take my
It's like,
phone.
no
away.
man, no man. It's like, no man, it was really good. It was one of my favorites of the night. Because you were complaining about not getting any awards.
Award shows always snub comedies. Actually, it was really fun to make the comedy though. The
Yeah.
one thing that we always, because we haven't really tried to get actors yet, we always just act in our own crap. It makes it much harder than it probably needs to be, because we're so
Helps
critical.
with chemistry.
It does help with
Figure it out.
chemistry, but we have zero acting experience. And maybe if we just had
Yeah.
somebody with a decent amount of acting experience, we could be, our movies might rise above where
That's
they're
true.
at now. So, but with the comedy, it's not so much as dependent on the acting. I think it's more hitting those comedic timing and stuff like that. And I think that was a lot easier for us.
I think again that's where the chemistry comes in, because you and I have done so many of these stupid little sketches in the front of YouTube videos, and you and your brother obviously you've known each other for a couple of years now. So what we lack in acting skill or comedy chops, we can make up for a little bit in chemistry. At least masks the lack of skill a little bit here and a little bit there.
That's almost. Faux hawks make everyone look the same. We all look like Zac Efron. Yeah. Let me show you my 12 pack. Award shows always snub comedies. Mike W
But,
says.
regarding Steven's comments,
Yeah.
I was going to say in regard to that snubbing comedies, I would say none of the largely comedic films at the Vid Jam did win awards. It could be a snub on comedies. I don't know the judges very well. It could also be they lumped the 3 most distinctly comedic films out of the 12 at the very front. Ours played third. The first 2 before us were also comedies. None of the 3 got awards of any kind. That could also just be because they weren't very, close in people's minds. They were thinking a little bit more about the last few, perhaps. But like I said, audience reaction was far more interesting to me than an award. Though the awards they were giving out were pretty cool. I did kind of want one. They were gold painted VHS tapes with blood splatter on them. Definitely wanted one, if only because they were that
Yeah, they were cool.
cool.
So,
JD is on our stream here. I'm wondering if he thinks we ripped off his vampire story, Eating Crow, where he did a vampire in a basement type of a thing. I think it's very different, and we were not cribbing on his story, but it's up for him to decide.
yeah, JD. What do you think about that? We ripped off your story. What do you say about that,
Oh.
JD? No, I was kidding.
Vampire House Fumigator. Is that an alternate title? I guess so. Doing
I know you, Ian. You said
fumigating now.
you're working
Terrible
on.
alternate title. Never do it again.
Ian, you said you're working on like a full outline for a feature version of this.
Yeah, it's a little bit more elaborate than just an outline. It's just kind of like my thoughts. I did a whole bunch of it that first weekend after, and I haven't gotten back to it yet. I did like 80% of it. It's probably like a 16, 17 page kind of a thing.
Okay.
Which is a lot more elaborate than just our 15-page script. I want to finish it up and send it over to you though, and see if this is something worth, filling out the details. In some cases, it's like elaborate down to the dialogue I have in mind, just because it was on my head. In some cases, just like, okay, and cut to this flashback, and we'll figure that out later.
Is this something we could actually make though? Like is
Potentially.
It, okay.
Potentially. I mean, it's comparable in production value to what we currently have. Depending on, we could, scale it up if we had the opportunity to. But it would be, challenging putting together a full feature, especially if we're trying to do bullshit on the weekends like we usually do. But hopefully it feels a little bit like an anthology in the way that it jumps to other storylines. And that makes it a little easier to, okay, well, one weekend we can do that part of the story, but it's not a true anthology. It'd be like an anthology where the wraparound takes up 60% of the story. Does that make sense? And all of the sub-stories are all very much within the world of the thing anyway.
No, doesn't make sense, but I'll have to read it.
So, I don't know.
So, all
Okay.
right, we've made
I'll get that out to you.
what, 5 or 6 shorts now?
In that ballpark.
Do you feel like what have we learned on Work Sucks? Anything?
Are you asking me, or is
I'm asking you.
Is the audience asking us?
No, I'm asking you.
We certainly learned that we can do comedy. I mean, not that the whole world needs to see this, and Edgar Wright needs to talk to us about producing our next film, but yeah, we've been nervous to attack comedy, even though we are so silly in person and we're silly on our sketches. I'm sure Clayton remembers well our Twirl 2 sketch. But those are always so bullshit in the moment improvisational that like
Yeah.
I've sat down with the idea of writing comedy before and it's always felt way too intimidating. And even like setting up like a framework within which to do a comedy and then bullshit improv, but with better camera work than our sketches has always made me nervous too. Because I'm like, what if we don't come up with anything on the day? And we've got 5 other people in the room and they're all waiting for us to turn on the funny. And we can't do it. So I've always been intimidated by the prospect of actually doing a scripted or even semi-scripted comedy, but this certainly proves it's possible. Just had to put our feet to the fire with this VidJam contest to make it happen. Didn't give me enough time to get in my head about it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think the tone of the room when we were recording was pretty fun. So I think that the upbeat like comedy and nature of it kind of just was natural at that time. It didn't feel like we were forcing anything.
Yeah. It was also interesting to see how it differed in tone from what I read on the page to what we ended up making, because I think you'd agree, and tell me if you don't, that this ended up being a lot sillier than how we imagined it.
Yes, to some degrees.
I was picturing this feeling a little bit more like a dark comedy,
Well, so that's interesting, because
I thought this might feel like somewhere between Murder Party and Death to Smoochie, like somewhere like in the middle of that in terms of tone. But this ended up being a lot sillier than either of those things.
Yeah, I mean, so some of it's definitely sillier. Some of it, when I added like cartoon sound effects and stuff like that, I think obviously made it seem sillier. But when I was writing it, like I definitely never thought it was going to be dark in tone, because like I put like AJ's character Renfield, the way he came up with that character is because I said, AJ, your name is Renfield, and then he just took it from there, which was great. But if you look in the script, I like actually wrote out Renfield with the rolled R's and shit like that. So like I already had that in my head of how that would be said, but I don't know. That is interesting though, because it's like when I'm writing the script, I can visualize.
I wasn't expecting it to be truly dark, but
no, but like I'm writing it, I have the visuals in my head and everything, and I can see it and I can hear the dialogue play out. And then when you read it and you interpret it, I'd be interested to see how your interpretation is, because you're saying it sounds darker when I guess I never really intended it to be.
Yeah, again, I wasn't expecting it to be something super dark, just like a bit more, I don't know, sardonic. Is that the right word? I'm not sure if that's the right word. But I think the music especially contributed to a very different vibe. I wasn't expecting it to be so quirky, Chris.
Yeah, that's because I actually watched Shaun of the Dead, and I was like pretty inspired. So that's why you get those Edgar Wright fast transitions. I talked to AJ about that in the morning. I'm like, I want to do these fast transitional things so that when we edit together, we can do those Shaun of the Dead type moments. That's kind of like some of it. It obviously, beyond that, doesn't feel too much like Shaun of the Dead, but that definitely an inspiration there. So I like the jazz music. I think that goes well with comedy. And when I found that jazz, just like
I'm curious if any of the listeners.
I think it like bumped up the intensity, and it was fun juxtaposed to you like getting dressed and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm curious if any of the listeners were messed up a little bit by the fact that we used our video show background music in the movie.
Yeah.
Like certainly for a general audience that means nothing, but to the people who specifically follow our channel, and the 9 of you who are on the stream would probably recognize it. Yeah, Jade, regarding JD's comment about how the custodian could be telling potential vampire boy about the different real monsters that lead into creature features. That's not the direction I was going with it, actually. That's an interesting way to approach the story. But I will say no more.
Okay. Yeah, I like the premise that we came up with. I think it's a pretty funny premise.
Terror tunes. Get the fuck out of here, Mike W. Yeah.
Dog's trying to run crazy. But
the funny.
Go ahead.
thing about the premise is, even though it was not a story idea that I'd written, and it wasn't an idea, any of the ideas we'd even talked about prior to, like, so we got the prop on Wednesday. I think like Monday or so, Sunday
Yeah.
or Monday, I'd had an idea where like, man, what if you opened up on just like a really gory, bloody scene, and there's some kind of person there to clean it up, and then the story goes backward in time. Like that's the end of the story. Let's go back in time trying to figure out how it got there. So I never said that to Chris or AJ or Aaron. But then when we got this prop, I think Chris mostly came up with the basic structure of the story. And then the rest of us all pitched in our ideas to adjust and change it. But that's basically what he pitched to us. And it makes a million sense when you see the prop. Just kind of, I don't know, weird premonition.
Yeah, and then we went and destroyed the Bad Movie Night set to make that movie. We threw so much blood everywhere. It kind of looks toned down. When we were there in person, it felt like a lot more than when you see it on screen, I feel like.
It did.
I can only imagine.
I was telling you, it'll feel like less on the screen.
Yeah, like Clayton's movie, it's got to be, it must have been ridiculous. Because they had a lot of blood, yeah.
It must have been 40 times the amount of blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we wanted to kick it up a notch, we'd like splatter 5 times as much blood, especially on the walls and the stairs and stuff. That would make that much bigger a mess to clean up. But yeah, I don't know if you guys get a good look at the set in future videos. You could still see that shit on the walls though.
Oh, yeah. We'd have to. I think we have to paint to get it off.
Chris, if you want some help painting that one day, you let me know. I'll come over and help out. We'll let the girls run around and we'll do some painting. So I was actually just watching Murder Party today, Steve. That's such a good movie.
That is
I
a
think
good movie.
tomorrow, me and my daughter are actually going to work on crafting the cardboard like robot knight costume that Chris is wearing in that movie as my Halloween costume for this year.
Creepshow episode 2. I'm reminded of things like terror tunes or scenes will help her. With some people, I think. Oh, I see what he's saying.
Okay. Yeah.
So what are we working on now?
That's a good question.
We have a few scripts. Actually,
Got a lot of stories.
I have a horror short written, which is pretty much ready to go, which I kind of want to do just to pull in different actors as more of a...
Yeah, we already have 2 actors that we've met through VidJam and VidJam adjacent stuff that have at least expressed some interest in working with us on it.
I think that'd be
work
fun
for the roles we had in mind.
to do that as an experience. And then as far as writing goes, I have a full feature I'm working on writing right now, and another one that's already written that's being rewritten. And you're working on a feature version of this, it sounds like. And AJ has a short film. So we got a lot of things in the works.
And we've got between us, we have probably 10 or 12 other shorts that we've written that for whatever reason we never got super excited to make, but for whatever reason we could always get a bug up our ass. Oh, I just had an idea on how to make that work better, and we could get all excited and make next weekend. So
yeah,
got a sci-fi one that I'd be interested in making if we can figure it all out.
Yeah, these are fun to make, and the spirit of Halloween was really fun to make, and that was one of those things that I had a really quick idea, and I just went to the computer and created this script in like an hour, and then we shot it in like the next week or 2 weekends, me, AJ, and Mark, and I thought that was a really fun thing, and I kind of want to do another one of those interactive movies at some point.
Yeah, I think we should make that our annual Halloween special. We should do that every year. Just change the character, change the perspective, or change the
Yeah, I thought about that, or
I think that's a really cool thing. Like,
or doing other
of all
holidays.
the shorts that we've made, yeah, that's a possibility too. I would say of all of the short things that we've made, to me, that's the one that has the greatest potential to really like hit a large audience. So I'm excited to see what we could do with that, both as it is and with future similar projects.
Yeah, I just went through it again today, and I think the end where you make your choice is just a little bit too long. But
yeah, but you make your choice and you don't watch the last few seconds.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, and plus I've seen it
You're
so
talking
many
about like when
times now,
choices
so.
are literally on the screen.
Yeah, it's like, okay, let me just.
Actually, I would say I would resist a an impulse to shorten that, because people might be sitting there pondering and thinking, oh well, I don't know, what would I do? You give them a few seconds to make
Yeah,
that
that's
call. And
true.
once they click it, they leave the video.
I-
So it does. You don't have. Being too long is
I
almost not at all a worry,
I had
other than
originally
for statistic, bullshit, whether or not people finish video type stuff.
I originally had a quick choice thing in there where it was like you had half the amount of time to make a choice. But because of the way the YouTube like end credit things work, it wouldn't work for most of the videos. So I was like, I had to scrap that idea. Why are you streaming when the kill stream is on? What the fuck is the kill stream? Do you know what that is? You could extend this with what JD said and have the flashbacks be you working for those other monsters and showing how you quit each job or something because work sucks. It's not a bad idea.
Oh, I do like that angle. That wasn't the way I was going with it. But yeah, that's something I'll have to give some thought to.
All right, I'm looking up kill stream.
Mike W., I don't know why you're throwing your ideas out. I talked to you about maybe coming out and being in this thing, and you apparently had better things to do. Fucking wedding in South
Oh yeah, we asked,
Carolina or some
we asked
bullshit.
Mike W to
Like,
help
that's
us
more
with
important
this.
than a dumb little movie.
That's what you get, Mike.
He could have played the Steve role.
Thanks, Jamie. Appreciate that. Yeah, check it out. Let us know what you think.
I don't know. Do we have anything more to say, Chris?
Sorry. Yeah. As
Do
far
you wanna wrap
as
this up?
yeah, get your last minute questions in here. We'll be done here. I know Stephen Odden's got to go because he's got some shows lined up. I saw his Twitter message.
Oh yeah, he's got the live chatting to do on the Twitters.
Oh yeah, he's got Van Helsing and then Live PD coming up. But
Be sure to follow Stephen Otten at concerned with a 3 and a 5 in there somewhere. I don't remember how it works. If you want to see
Michael,
chats
you
about TV shows
gotta
tonight.
see the baby. As
I was
far,
meeting a baby.
as far as future
Mike, I want a baby.
future projects
Hey.
go, might do a semi-regular night of a video game stream with Todd. That's a project we're thinking about doing. We've been doing the Creep
Bring
Show,
back Loot Grinders.
sort of. Maybe a little twist. I don't know. Let me know if that sounds interesting to anybody. As well as the Creep Show podcast we're doing is going to be wrapping up, but maybe we'll use that time to do something else. I don't know. I haven't really talked
We'll
about
see.
it too much.
It's
We'll see.
definitely cutting into video show time.
Is it?
I mean, we've only recorded video shows once in the last month. Part of that's because work sucks. And
Yeah,
part
I
of because of
just
family
assumed that-
stuff. But
I just assume that was work sucks. Well, maybe not. AJ's got to come back with our Giallo stuff. He's just been teaching a class that night on filmmaking, so that's why he hasn't been able to do that. So,
nice.
but that'll be wrapping up
So we're
soon.
gonna start calling him Professor AJ.
And that's pretty much it.
Oh, there we go, guys. Stephen Otten has his Twitter handle down there in the comments. You can check that out.
Yeah, I saw that too, JD. But you know what? I think that's just the cat. The cat does that all the fucking time around here. Just nails open the door.
Like the story.
Drive me nuts. But I did want to say thank you guys for joining us for this. This wasn't as I like to usually get all the crew together in person. I feel like it's a better energy or whatever you want to say. I don't know, but this was just kind of quick because we wanted to get it out there. We didn't have any hopes of putting this into any festivals or anything, so figured we might as well just put it out to the public.
Mhm.
And this was an excuse to hang out with you guys. So
Yeah. It's a different vibe just because we were over Skype and not in person too, but that's fine.
I invited you over in person. You said no, so I'm just saying, I invited you.
I already told you my wife is out of town. I got a dog here that needs 47
I'm just saying. I invited.
needs 47,000 pills. I got to put the daughter to bed.
I mean, guess you see, I could. Okay, I guess what's more if that's more important to you, Ian.
Okay, well, you want the sad sex
The sad what?
story about my dog again? Let's do it.
No, I don't want that. So, all right. Anything else, Ian? Is this about a good time to wrap this shit up?
So we don't have any other questions coming in, so let's wrap it up. I don't have anything much more to say about it, at least at the moment.
Okay, cool, guys. This was fun.
So yeah,
If you want mild memes and horror and idiot takes on politics. Oh, JD's. Look at JD out there promoting. You do you, JD. You do you to these 8 people or 9 people. This is how you do it. All right, guys. This was awesome. We are going to go, and we will catch you here next time on Bad
Same
Movie-
bad time. Same bad channel. Badmovienight.com.
Badmovienight.com. Goodbye.